Hello, today I'm building in Granite Falls and I'm finally attempting a build with me style like Sims build video. And I've been like putting this off so much because I don't really know how to edit things down or like talk with the intention that I'm going to edit certain parts out. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make no edits and it's just going to be a very long build with me in multiple parts. And so I have my reference picture. I could bring it up here. It feels like I'm streaming too, which I think feels more natural for me this way. But I found this on Pinterest. I have it linked in the description too if you want to see it like on your own time. But I really liked the curving stairs of this on the landscape. The house is very tiny, which I thought would be good for this sort of video. I think I'm pretty sure that the landscape is going to take me a long time. And I know that I've had a friend tell me that they'd like to see kind of like a landscape tutorial. So this could maybe double as that because you'll be seeing what I'm doing. But because I've been going on for a minute already, I'm going to do this and just demolish the entire thing and actually just pull up my own picture because I didn't think this through actually. So I do have a like preset on my game. It is called Mountain Music Redux and I also have it linked below. I use G Shade because it just works better with it for me. And I want to assume that I think the first thing I should do is the house shape and then work the terrain around it so it looks more built in. Um, it seems like it's just a long rectangle. And I picked Granite Falls because I thought it would be the like best option for this sort of builds. Um, I think it's actually like a lot less wide. It looks like it's like 4 tiles, but 4 tiles I don't think is enough, so I'm gonna make it 5 tiles, and I'm just gonna do a very tiny box, and that's it. So it looks like this one is also like the bottom floor is a medium wall height, and the top one is a little bit smaller. And I'll just grab some roof pieces and try and make it look as similar or like a rough interpretation of the build so that I can do the terrain, which I think is like the most interesting part, but also gonna be the hardest part. And I'm starting to realize now that I think that this roof has to be like a tile out for it to like look less weird, in my opinion. And I'll like bring those things up. This needs to be like super low though. That's gonna take me a lot of trying to figure out, I think. So I'm just going to um I guess I need to do the shift C thing where you like change the pitch of it. Do like that. That's like a little bit too curved though, which I don't think is like the vibe of this build. I think I could try something else. I think I could maybe make it with this. I've done this sort of thing in a shell challenge before, this sort of roof, so I think that if I just grab these two and then I blend them in, I don't even have to have it all the way around. I could just do this. We'll stick with this for now. And I'll just no. Um okay, I'll just stick with this for a second. Well, that's the thing though. This looks like it's like out more, but it might not work. No editing, but there might be cuts if my dogs start barking at something. Which I mean, if you've seen my speed builds and kind of, I sometimes have to stop and go. I don't think that that's what the roof looks like. I'm just gonna go with it and like figure it out after. Because I really just want a shape so that I can do the landscape, which is going to take me a pretty long time, I think. I assume it's going to take me a pretty long time. It's like, seems really intricate. And it looks like I would need to do like a trick with stairs. I don't know. Or, you know, I'm going to take my lazy approach and I'm going to do my made up stairs that I normally do. I know that people will, like, what do they even do? I've seen people use stone objects to create functional stairs that your Sims can walk up. I don't know how they do that. So what I usually do is I like grab a fence piece and I like outline the terrain with this and make stairs. That's just what I'm gonna do. That's just what I know how to do. And I don't think this is a type of video where I should experiment with learning something that seems extremely complicated. And so I'm gonna do this. I also kept the sounds of the game on because I assumed it would be nice to listen to the game sounds while I'm doing this. It's all learning as I go because um, maybe it's like too loud or it's too quiet. Let's see. Yeah, I need to make sure that this is tall enough for what I'm doing. I think that this is probably a good lot placement at least. I need to put a bunch of debug rocks on this side and then just like sculpt this landscape a little bit. I don't think it needs to be taller unless it does. Maybe just like, yeah, maybe a little bit taller. I could barely see this thing, that little guy in there because my G shade really just brightens some whites and I cannot tell what I'm doing. But also the house looks like it's on stairs, so this needs to be really tall so that I could get stairs leading up to it. I'm gonna go with this as the base. And I like this terrain seems pretty uneven in the picture. So I want to like add some layers probably, just like a couple here and there. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to like have it like in here. It looks strange, but I think it'll work. And this goes like arched. Not arched. What is this called? Sloped? It needs to be like a curve, and I don't think that's like enough of a curve. I probably need to like outline this a little bit more. Like that. The stairs will start here. Go up. Um, I'm not really good at explaining things, but I hope that you can maybe like see what tools I'm using if you kind of want to do landscaping similar to what I do. You could kind of just like pause and look at what I'm doing instead. I kind of just use the same couple things. I normally like use the flattened terrain, raised terrain, and lower terrain for like to get this general shape, but then of course like you can smooth it too. I could already tell that this is not going to work the way I want it to. I'm committing to it and hoping for the best because usually when I do like intricate terrain, even if I'm like live streaming on Twitch, I usually cheat and I do some of the landscaping by myself, which and then I go live and I have a feeling this is going to be quite the length in video time. I want to get like a good base though because I don't know what I would make for the thumbnail for this. That's also what stresses me out. Like I've never done something like this and then I'm like what if I need to have a thumbnail and I don't know what to do because I'm not good at making thumbnails, so I need to kind of rely on the like build itself to be my thumbnail. And if it's like a half-made building, I don't know how that works. Okay, I had to move it over so that the stairs looked okay because I was not changing some of this stuff. This is horrible. Oh no, I feel like this is gonna take me a long time. Why did I pick like the most complicated landscape to do this with? Maybe I do need to delete some of this. Here, I'll do that. Um, Instead of immediately doing the stairs, I'm gonna do something else. And that is going to be placing rocks around to get a better feel for the build. I'll probably use the cats and dogs rocks because they're like the easiest to use in my opinion. Sometimes I wish that I was using a little bit of a like lighter tone stone for these things. Sacrifices need to be made, I guess. I can't have both like a rock that just works really well. Like, see how like smooth this one slides? That's why I use it all the time. And maybe it's easier to tell, like not sped up, that it's like a lot easier to use. Like, I feel like this one's really good for console simmers, is what I would assume, who can't use Tool. Because I use this so that I could like get around having to use Tool. And I'll just, oh my god. Yeah, I think I need to just place these rocks. The shape will be there eventually. It's like the problem is that the like landscape in my picture is I'm deleting everything again, I'm sorry. It's not as wide, and I think that's the problem. It's making everything like seem really weird to me. It needs to be like real, just like an L shape kind of. I'm I'm trusting this, so I kind of am redoing everything I just did, which is fine. Usually this is when I'd cut all of this out and I'd pretend like I knew what I was doing on the first try. And I think that's why sometimes I don't like the builds that I make on stream, because I feel like so pressured to get it right and not change things. And then when I did my castle build on stream, I did allow myself to change things as I was going. And I think that's why I ended up liking it a little bit more than like I usually would. This is going well, I think. I just need to like add greenery in there and it should be okay. The only thing I'm worried about is that this is super wide too now. And I don't really know. I guess I could do that. This is gonna be a time. Um grab this. Yeah, it isn't going to look as nice as some other builds might look because I do this, but this is how I do it. And I'll fix this. I guess what I'll do to make it seem less wide is I'll add some rocks around this pathway so that it's not as like scary looking. This is also a part where sometimes I don't know what I'm doing when I'm trying to fix this. So I kind of just have to like play around with some of the tools and see. I'll need to like, railing? I don't think so. The one annoying part is like these things, but I guess I could. Oh, I can't even get rid of that. Unless I guess I use the smooth tool and I work very carefully. This is the part that's like, something's not right. Can't have crooked stairs. I mean, I could. What is happening to me? Okay. Alright, I'm getting somewhere now. My voice always just sounds like it's going whenever I'm talking in like these videos. Okay. Um, at least now I can move the camera around a lot and it ends up being okay because I'm not going to make everyone motion sick because it's not sped up at all. These rocks look really nice. I think I'll use these around. Which ones are... Wait, these are cats and dogs too. That's perfect. This pack is like the pack for rocks, I think. Yeah, these are really nice. I don't know how well they like blend in together without G-shade on. I guess we could see. Yeah, that's fine. My G-shade really, like, I feel like the most it does is bring out the shadows of objects. I need, like, a big rocks over here. Not that. Not that, though. I mean, maybe. I feel like when I size down rocks that are, like, huge like that, I don't like how, like, the quality looks. But these ones are more cats and dogs ones, so I'm gonna go with this. Just like place these around. I am a little bit worried. Okay, I don't think these have a grid on it, so your Sims can just like go through these, I believe, because I normally struggle with items that have a grid and your Sims won't be able to use anything. So we got this. Making some sort of progress in this. I'll get some greenery. I know it looks like it does not look good right now, but I have to trust the process. You have to trust the process. I am not feeling like completely convinced right now, but if I don't just like follow through with something, I'm just gonna give up again. And so I'm hoping that these cottage living bushes can help me by like making it blend in more. So I'll have to use tool here too. My builds will never be featured on the gallery because I just can't get around using tool. And apparently if you get like a Maxis fave, like it's also completely rigged, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows that. People vote for you to get on like the Maxis fave on the gallery. For the longest time, I thought someone at the company was like, wow, like scrolling the gallery and like liking builds at random that they just like, but no, like there's a whole forum that you have to like submit people to, and like there's like all guidelines for like what gets a fave. So that kind of, I don't know, it didn't ruin it for me, but it felt like inorganic to me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's strange choice, but I guess it makes it like even more special and people do get favorite it because of how difficult it is. But yeah, one of the rules is that the build can't use tool mod. And as you can see, I use tool mod a lot in my builds. Okay, this is working. This is just blocking the stairway a little bit. Oh my god, help. Okay, that's all right. These stairs, like, they're pretty ugly. I can be I can be the one to say it. I'm not going to put all my focus on it right now. My focus is landscaping, and then I'm going to move on to the colors of the shell itself, because that will also help me in fixing whatever I caused over here. But for now, I think that just framing it with the greenery is doing something and is helping. Oh, okay, that was a little bit too low, I think. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I want something over here before I continue. The thing is that in this picture, it looks like these just disappear off to the side. And also the staircase, like I feel like it goes past the rocks. I don't think that this is like, I don't know what kind of picture this is, but it does not flow naturally for a Sims build. I'll find something to hide these weird things. This seems like it'll add good height to the build. Maybe I need, let me get tool out of here. It's in my way. Like this. I don't really have someone who could play test this. And this is a rental lot, unfortunately, which is gonna make it even more annoying and an inconvenience. So like I don't know if putting these over here is gonna interfere with the interior of the build at all. I'm unsure. Um, I don't want to like rush looking for items. And I feel myself ready to rush because I'm like, the clock is ticking, Megan. You need to pick something out right now. Oh, wait. I guess I'll also have ivy on the build itself, which will help, I think, blend it into the side. Okay, I think I did enough landscaping for now, though. I'll come back to it after I figure some of this out. The problem is, too, that this build, like, I don't see a lot of the foundation in the picture. And so I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't know what to do. I guess I need to cover more of it with rocks down here, too. Is there any other large rocks that came with cats and dogs I can use? Because I don't want to use that. Oh my god, not that. Because, like, this one is, like, tilted, and that's gonna go into the house, but that would be, like, what I would want is, like, this, but it, like, pokes in, like, too much, and I don't really want to just, like, slice that off. Maybe let me see. Okay, that doesn't go into the building, I don't think. Let me check. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like that for now and hope that it works out. And I don't know if I'm gonna use the castle stone. That's what my first thought is, that maybe that is what will make this look really nice, is the castle walls. I also just don't know where they sort things. I also don't know what the icon looks like for that anymore. Not anymore, because I've never known what it looks like, because it's fairly new. Castle Estate, okay. Here it is. Yeah, that looks nice. I think I need to use the moss one. I think that one looks really, really nice. Yeah, that looks so good. Okay. I'm getting somewhere with this build. The roof in my picture also has, like, hello. Oh, okay. It has, like, metal roofs. I don't know if I want to do that. It would be, like, similar to this. I mean, yeah, that looks nice. I don't want that all around, though. I might want, like, a different roof at the top. Because I don't want, like, all the metal, I don't think. Usually I go with that. Okay. I'm committing to it. I'm, like, holding my hand over my face. It's probably muffling my voice. So let's not do that today. Um... What is oh, I forgot about this guy over here. Let me save. I need to cover that and that. Yeah, this looks nice, I think. Okay, window time. I am thinking. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know now. I was thinking, like, base game ones, like white base game, like windows, but I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. That's kind of nice, but I think that is, like, I don't know, it looks like it clashes. Like, the styles clash, which I don't know what would work for this build. Because the windows look super basic on the picture. And now I'm at a loss. Maybe these? I think it was the shutters that were throwing me off. Okay. I'm going to use it in the tan color because I think that blends in a little bit better. I just need to find... I know that there's other base game windows. I'm just having a hard time finding them. No. I like this, but I don't want the shutter. Well, maybe it looks okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. That looks so nice. It kind of looks haunted. Why why is it like I place a window and immediately I'm like, that's a haunted build if I've ever seen one. I'm thinking of using the for rent window up there because I think it'll look really nice. This seems good. The thing is that I think that there's roof pieces also like around the build on the side like this. Where I can't really tell. I also like this is so tall. Maybe that's throwing me off. Yeah, I think I can't have it that tall. So I'm changing the plan. It's now gonna look like that. It also has some like over here, I think. No, that looks like scary. Like that's not working. Maybe. Uh, I guess it's gonna be like mismatched windows around the place. There's also something like this here. So I'm gonna do that and grab this again. Okay. Wait, this looks so nice. This is kind of strange. And like I usually take my pictures from this angle, but it would probably have to like be like this. And right now it's looking like a rectangle with nothing else going on at the moment. But if I do a deck over here, I think it'll come together. I even want like I don't know, maybe I want this to be its own section of the house instead. So it's not just a rectangle. Something's not right over there. Let me tell you, something's not right down there. Um, okay. Front door. We need like what's the vibe of the front door? No. Just simple no. I mean, maybe. It doesn't really go with the windows, so it might look a little bit strange inside the house with like the dark. Oh, well, that helps me to see. No, that's okay. I think that's fine. I do need stairs. And now I'm thinking I'll need to do the stairs like from here instead of on the side because in the picture it's on the side. But I'm getting myself like too caught up on what the picture looks like instead of just going with what I think would look nice myself. And I think that this would work best just having the stairs there and then coming down. Which I'm like, I don't know if I could. I think that, right? I need to lower this then. I think this is going correctly now. We'll go like this. I don't know about this one. Let's see. Only I will care about that, I think, is like how the terrain looks over there. I mean, there'll be people who don't like that. I don't think it's too big of a deal though. And I just need to find something to cover up this little spot over here without going into the house too much because now I'm getting into like the area where I think that a lot of this is going to like interfere with the like build being functional inside. I removed one of my filters. Okay, cute. This is the difficult part. Oops. Oh, maybe not. I don't like that sticking out, but I'm keeping it there because it's not going to be it's not going to be easy to use tool again to move it out. Decided because I don't know how long these parts need to be. I set a timer for 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have 10 minutes to continue working on this, and then I'll have to cut it off into another part. I knew that I wouldn't be able to get like a full exterior landscape done in that time, but also maybe I could. Like, because I'm just going to, no one's gonna see this side of the house. So I can just do something like this and it covers it up a little bit. So that's like works really well. And I'll bring this around here too. It feels like a build challenge. Like, finish this build in 10 minutes. Like, hurry up. I just want to, like, I do want to do more of the front of the house and the walls and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm gonna, my main focus is gonna be on for that. Okay. So what can I do over here? I like these windows. I think I'm just gonna reuse these windows a lot throughout. That needs to be copied over. And then, I feel like this should have been like this. I can, maybe I have that out. No, it looks pretty bad. I'm gonna delete these things here. But yeah, I thought that it needed to just be a little bit longer in the back. And that means I have to take this out. I will say, I've done this in like a half an hour about. That's pretty good. Like, normally, I don't think that I build, like, I don't know, I don't think that my builds are super fast with like terrain like this. Normally I feel like it takes me longer, but I kind of done it. And I just kind of am gonna use most of these windows on this side anyway. I really wish I found the ones that didn't have the shutters on it, because I really wanted to add my own shutters too. Oh wait, they're right here. Okay. So I'm gonna do this too. Let me get rid of this. I'll try like having it mix and matched, I guess. This needs to be like a side area over here, which maybe uses this. I need to change up some of this. If you download this build and some things are different, it's probably because I later play tested it and like made sure some of these areas were a bit more functional than they currently are, because I'm assuming that some of this is going to take some more time to make functional. I feel like doors are like the hardest thing for me to pick out in my builds usually anyway. I kind of like the open door. I think that's nice. I need some columns. What kind of columns do I want? That kind of works. Maybe square ones. Yeah, I'll do that wood. Mix in some tones around, I guess, but that's alright. Normally my stuff never matches anyway. I'm gonna change this too to maybe like this so you can see door a little bit better. I mean, maybe I should make it a lighter wood. Yeah, I think this wood's really nice, so I'm gonna change everything to that one. Okay. I've had this problem with this door before where I don't really like how it looks with it. Um, but I'm going to just add some more ivy around the place. And I think the next part of this will be finishing up the like details around the build. I might spend a lot of time doing that. And so that might be like a whole thing. Is just like putting in a million little details around, including ivy and stuff, and then like the third part might be the interior. I mean, maybe not because I'm doing some of this now. I need this window over here and back here. Is this like, am I at the end of this lot? Because I kind of want to do another balcony off the back. Oops. Oh, no, I can. Okay. I think I'll do that then. It adds some more like interesting things to it instead of it being one whole rectangle. Cute. Okay. And then I'll have that like that. Oh yeah, I wanted the for rent windows, so that'll be like one of the last things I do for this part, I guess. Is if I could find it. Hello? Okay. These are my favorite windows, and I hope that it comes in a swatch that works. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm going to like take a look at other windows too because I really like that one in this pack. So maybe I can use some. Oh, this one doesn't have the wood that I was looking for though. Yeah, all the base game ones look good for what I want for it. Add some more windows so it's not super dark. That's like a little bit uneven. I'm also not a huge fan of this part, but I think that with like ivy around, it'll work out. And I'm gonna use like the get together ones, I think. These ones just cover up a lot of it. I wonder how many bedrooms is gonna fit in this build. My guess is 2 very tiny ones. Honestly, I got a lot done in a half of an hour. This is pretty good. See if there's anything else I want to do in the front. See, I would like the ivy to be like all the way down here and like cover up that too, which I don't think is going to happen right now. I'll probably have water around too. Let me... No. Because if I do that, then I have to like really commit to doing that right now, which is not going to happen. But I have like a minute left, but I do think that this is like pretty okay for this part. Like I feel like I got enough done and it'll be easy to like pick back up and like do more of the details and landscaping for it. But yeah, thank you for watching my first like long type of video with like very little editing. Maybe I'll cut out if I'm searching for the items for a while so I don't stress myself out. But this is me figuring it out with you. And I don't know when part 2 will be up. I don't even know. I don't know how it's gonna work. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.